Hello students, my name is Sunny sir. I hope all of you are keeping well at home and watching all the videos regularly and enjoying them too. So this video is for class 3 subject grammar. Our today's quote: mistakes are proof that you are trying, which means that when you try, you are sure of making mistakes. But if you stop trying, you will never make a mistake. So when you make a mistake, do not worry, because mistakes are the proof of your progress. It will show that you are progressing, you are learning something new every day. The topics which we are going to cover in today's video is first one, chapter number 2, subject and predicate revision. The chapter which I had explained in the previous video. We'll just have a quick revision and then we'll begin with the chapter number 3, subject verb agreement. So this was the chapter number 2, subject and predicate, and we had understood this chapter in the previous session. So let us just revise quickly what is the subject and what is the predicate. As given in the sentence, the girl lost her pencil. This is the sentence. So the first one, the girl, the first part, the doer of the action, the girl is the subject, and the rest of the sentence, lost her pencil, that is predicate. Next, the cat ran after the mouse. So the cat is running. Who is running? The cat. So the cat is the subject and the rest of the sentence is predicate. The boy is sleeping. So the boy is subject. Rest of the sentence is sleeping is predicate. The postman delivers letters. So who delivers the letters? The postman. So that is subject and the rest of the sentence is predicate. So as given in the sentence, the tall girl lost her pencil. So which girl? Who lost the pencil? The girl. And the girl was tall. That is the adjective describing the girl. So this whole part till here, the tall girl, that is our subject, and the rest of the sentence, that is lost her pencil, that is predicate. And we also have a verb in the predicate. Predicate always contains the verb. What is the verb over here? Lost. That is the main verb. In exercise number 1, we had circled the subjects and we had underlined the predicates. Then after that, in exercise number 2, we had matched the subjects with the predicates. Match the following. Then in exercise number 3, we had completed the sentence. We had to write the missing parts. Means the predicate was missing and in some sentences the subject was missing. So we completed till here. And this was the end of lesson number 2, subject and predicate. So now let us move over to the new topic. So our new topic for today is subject verb agreement. Means first we have to check the sentence, we have to check the subject, and then we have to check the verb. The verb can be helping verb like is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had. All these are called verbs. So we have to check the subject and we have to check the verb, and we have to check whether they both agree, whether they both match, and we have to correct the sentences. Read these sentences. He was in class 3. So as you can see, he was. This part is highlighted. Why? Because this is the subject and this is the verb. So as I told you, was is helping verb. So he was in class 3. Miss Paul has a bungalow. My pillow is on the floor. When the subject is singular, we use singular verb such as has, was, is. So as you can see in the first sentence, what is the subject? He, that is the subject. In the second sentence, Miss Paul, that is the subject. In the third sentence, my pillow. So all these things which I have underlined, that is called our subject. And what is given after subject? In the first sentence, was, that is verb. Second one, has, that is our verb. In the third one, is, that is our verb. So in all these 3 sentences, as you can see, we have one subject. For example, he, so that is about one person, one boy. In second one, Miss Paul, so that is about one lady, only one woman. In the third sentence, my pillow, so it is only about one pillow. We don't have more than one. So in all these three sentences we have singular subject, means only one person or one thing. That's why we write singular verb. So always remember, when we have one person or one thing in the sentence, the verb should always be singular. And which are the singular verbs? Always remember, has, was, is. These three verbs are singular verbs, and we have to use singular verbs with the singular subjects as given in the above examples. Read these sentences. Those girls are great friends. We were in Shimla last month. They have finished the work, so they are playing. When the subject is plural, we use a plural verb such as have, were, are. So now as you can see in the first sentence, what is our subject? Those girls. So girls, more than one. Girls means it is about more than one girl. In the second one, we, that is our subject. That is also more than one. We are talking about we all. In the third sentence, they. So they also is a plural subject, means more than one. So in all these three sentences, as you can see, the subject is plural. First one, girls, more than one person. We, that means more than one. And they, that also means more than one. So more than one person or more than one thing, that is called plural. Plural subject. And with plural subject, we use plural verbs. Which are the three plural verbs? Have, were, are. These three are called plural verbs. Plural means more than one. So whenever you have a plural verb, always use plural subject with the plural verb. Always remember these three are plural verbs. Read these sentences. Now see, there are some exceptions. So which are the exceptions? First one, I am their friend too. Am is only used with pronoun I. So always remember, always whenever I is given, we have to use am, because am is used only with I. That is the rule. Am cannot be used with any other pronoun. For example, he, she, it. We cannot use am with any other pronoun. With he, she, it, we use has or have. But with I, with pronoun I, we only use am. Second, I have performed on stage many times. So have is also used with I. So one more rule, whenever you have pronoun I, you can also use have with I. And we can use have with we and they also. So we can use am and have, these two with the pronoun I. Remember this rule. For example, you can say, I am studying right now. I have completed my work. So we can use this both, am and have with pronoun I. Now let us solve the exercise based on what we have understood. Exercise 1. Fill in the blanks with the correct verbs from the brackets. So we have to read the blanks, we have to read the verbs given in the blanks, and then we have to decide whether the verb should be singular or plural. That depends on the subject. Okay, so first one. The boys dash new bats. So look here carefully. What is the subject? Boys. So boys means more than one. Plural of boys, boys. So this is plural subject. So with plural subject, we have to write plural verb. So which one is plural? Has or have? Have. Have is the answer because it is plural verb. The boys have new bats. So that is our answer. Now number 2. Those girls dash long hair. Those girls dash long hair. Now again look here carefully. It is given girls. Now girls means more than one. If it is one, we say girl. When it is more than one, we say girls. So with girls, we have to write plural verb. So the girls have long hair. Why? I'll repeat again. Because whenever plural subject is given, like boys, girls, bats, all these are plural subject. With plural subject, we write plural verb. For example, if it was given a boy, then we would have written has. If it would have given a girl, we would have written has. But here it is boys and girls, means it is plural subject. So we have written plural verb. Third sentence. The lady dash two children. The lady dash two children. Now here as you can see, the subject is the lady. So the lady means it is only about one lady, not more than one. So when one person is given or when one thing is given, we write singular subject, means only one. Which is the singular subject? Has or have? Has. Because it is given in the question, the lady. So it is one person. Next, the writer dash praised for his recent book. The writer dash praised for his recent book. So the writer, again you see the means it indicates, article the indicates it is only about one person. The writer means only one writer. So again we have to write singular subject. Which one is the singular subject, was or were? The writer was praised for his recent book. Praised means he was given prize or maybe he was appreciated. Someone told good about him. Like for example, you can say that I was praised by my principal when I got the first rank. So that is the meaning of the word praised. Next sentence, different languages dash taught in the school. Different languages dash taught in the school. Now here our main subject is languages. Languages means it is more than one. See, if it was one we would have written language, but here it is languages, means that is more than one language. So with languages we have to write plural verb. Was or were, we would have to write were, because were is the plural form, because it is more than one language. So different languages were taught in the school. More than one languages. So were. Next one. Her clothes dash dirty. Her clothes dash dirty. Now can we write was? Her clothes was dirty. Will it be correct? No, it will not be correct, because clothes, again it is a plural form. See, clothes as is given. So whenever you see plural form, you will write plural verb. Which is the plural verb from these two? Were. So her clothes were dirty. So plural subject, plural verb. Next, the mouse dash ready to jump out of the window. The mouse. See, read carefully. The is given again. So the mouse means it is only about one mouse. So when it is given one means singular subject, the verb also has to be plural. Which one is the plural verb? Is. The mouse is ready to jump out of the window. Because it is only one mouse, so we have written is. If it was more than one, we would have written are, but here it is the mouse. So our answer is the mouse is ready to jump out of the window. Next, the teachers dash in a conference. Maybe there is a meeting, you can say conference. So the teachers, again as you can see on your screen, it is about more than one teacher. If it was about one teacher, it would be a teacher. But here it is more than one, plural form. See, S is given over here. So with plural form, we write plural verb. Which one is the plural verb? Yes, are. Are is the plural verb. The teachers are in a conference. So plural subject, plural verb. Here it was singular subject, so we would have written singular verb. Next, one of my friends dash gone to Morocco. Morocco is the name of a place. See, it is capital. When it is the name of a place, you have to write capital. Like in Bhavnagar, we write B capital. So you have to be very careful with that. Now, read again. What is the subject? One of my friends. Now, this one is really confusing because it is given friends. So you will think it is more than one friends. Let us write plural verb. No, be very careful because over here it is given one. One of my friends means you have so many friends. From that, one friend has gone. So we are talking about one person here. One of my friends. You have many friends, but from that friends, one has gone to Morocco. So one means it is singular subject. Singular subject means we have to write singular verb. Which one is the singular verb? Has. Okay. So one of my friends has gone to Morocco. So has is our answer. I'll repeat. It is given friends, but we have to look over here. From friends, one has gone out. So we write has. Next one, Radhika and I dash in the same school. Radhika and I dash in the same school. Now read the subject, Radhika and I. So subject is more than one, means here we are talking about more than one person. Radhika and I means you are there yourself and maybe your friend Radhika. So you are two, means there are two of you. So when two are there, means it is plural. So in plural subject we write plural verb. Which one is the plural verb? Radhika and I were in the same school. We have written were because the subject is double. We have written were because here it is more than one person. There are two subjects. These are called compound subjects because and is given in between and two persons are there. So this was exercise 1, selecting the correct verb from the bracket, and we have completed exercise 1 over here. Now let's move ahead towards exercise number 2. Exercise 2. Rewrite these sentences with the correct verbs. So rewrite means we have to write these sentences, all the sentences again with the correct verbs. So our first job is to identify what is the verb. For example, is, am, are, have, has, had. All these are verbs. And after identifying the verbs, we have to correct the verbs because there is a mistake in each and every sentence. So we have to correct the mistake and we have to rewrite the sentence, the whole sentence again, and we have to write the verb again. Whichever verb is incorrect, we have to rewrite it. First one, the student have 5 lunch boxes. Now here as you can see, the student. So the student means what? When article the is there, means it is about one person. So the student is only one, not more than one student. So we cannot write have because have is used when we have more than one. They have, we have, students have, but here it is only one student. So we have to write has. So this one is incorrect. Have is incorrect. So let us rewrite the sentence. How will we write the sentence? The student has 5 lunch boxes. Full stop. Let me place it over here. The student has 5 lunch boxes. So we have written has. That is the correct answer because it is about only one student. So we have to write has. Number 2. Last week my cousin was in Chennai. My cousin. Now see, helping verb is given over here, was. Can you see the helping verb? Was is given over here. So it is about my cousin. And here it is given cousins. So more than one. If it was one, we would have said cousin. But here it is cousins. See, the S is given over here. So cousins is plural. With plural, we have to write plural verb. And what is the plural of was? The plural of was is were. So we cannot write was, we have to write were. Because we have to match over here. We have to match the subject with the verb. So my cousins were in Chennai. And the rest of the sentence as it is. Last week, my cousins were in Chennai. See, I have written C capital because it is the name of a place. So last week, my cousins were in Chennai. Instead of was, I have written were because it is cousins. Next one, the kite are caught in the tree. So again there is a mistake. What is the mistake? See, the kite. So the means only one thing, only one kite we are talking about. So we cannot write are because are is plural. When it is one kite, we have to write is. So the kite is caught in the tree, and the rest of the sentence means no change in the remaining part of the sentence. So let us write the kite is caught in the tree. This is the correct answer. This is the correct formation of sentence. The kite is caught in the tree. Instead of are, we have written is. Next one, the buses is late. So see over here, the subject is buses. Now buses means it is more than one. So when more than one is given, we cannot write is. So here is a mistake. Is given. Buses, more than one bus. Buses, that is singular and plural. So we have to write are, that is the plural form, and the rest of the sentence as it is. Let us write the answer. The buses are late. The buses are late. This is our answer. And what have I changed? Instead of is, I have written are, and the rest of the sentence as it is. Now it is in correct form. The buses are late. Next one. The peacock are dancing in the rain. The peacock are dancing in the rain. See, what is the subject? Who is dancing? The peacock. So when the peacock is given, see, is it peacocks? No, it is singular. Means it is about one peacock. We are not talking about more than one peacock. So when it is given the peacock, we cannot write are, because are is used only when we have more than one peacocks. So here, because one is given, this is a mistake. We cannot write are. So instead of are, what shall we write? Is. The peacock is dancing in the rain. Let us write the answer. As I said, the peacock is dancing in the rain. Full stop. Don't forget to put full stop, because that is the punctuation mark that we must put in all the sentences. The peacock is dancing in the rain. So instead of are, I put is, because it is about one peacock, not more than one peacock. Next one. Mir and his brother is at school. Now here we can see we are talking about Mir and his brother. So we are talking about two people, right? First is Mir and second is his brother. So it is about more than one person. It is about two people. So when plural is given, this is compound subject. More than one person is given. Two persons are there. We cannot write is. We have to write are. Mir and his brother are at school, because is can be used only when we have one person, one subject. So let us write the answer. Like I said, what is the answer? Mir and his brother are at school. This is the answer. Full stop. Mir and his brother are at school. So as you can see, instead of is, I put are, because more than one person was given over here. Now let's solve the exercise further. Next sentence. Payong are listening to music. See, Payong are listening to music. Who is this Payong? Do you know who is he? See, the boy standing over here is Payong. So is he one or more than one? I can clearly see here it is about one person, Payong. So he is only one boy. So can we write are? No. With one person or one boy, we write is. So Payong is listening to music. We cannot say that Payong are listening to music. Okay, if it was Payong and his friends, then we can write are. But here it is only one person who is listening to music, not more than one. So we must write is. So let us write the answer. Payong is listening to music. So this is the answer, and full stop. Don't forget to put full stop. As you can see, Payong is listening to music. So I have just made one change. Instead of are, I have put is. Why? Because it was about only one boy, Payong. So is. Next one. The cat are sleeping on the mat. See, the cat are sleeping. Now again there is a mistake over here. The cat, it is about one cat, not more than one. If it was plural, we would have got cats. But here it is one cat. So can we write are? No. When one cat is given, when one person or one animal or one thing is given, we must write is. So that is the mistake. So let us write the answer with the correct verb form. The cat is sleeping on the mat. Full stop. Full stop is compulsory. Don't forget to put full stop. And first alphabet must be capital. So what have I done? I have just changed one thing. Instead of R, I have put is. The cat is sleeping on the mat because it was about one animal, not more than one animal. Next one. The players was running in the park. Read again. The players. So players means more than one player. The player of maybe cricket team or any other team, they were playing, and before that they were running. They were just exercising. So the players, more than one is given. So can we write was? No, we cannot. There is a mistake in the verb. The players were running in the park. So there is a mistake in the verb form. Let us write the correct answer. The players were running in that park. Full stop. The players were running in that park. What change have I made? Instead of was, I have just put were, and the rest of the sentence as it is. No change in the rest of the sentence. So the players were running in that park. More than one, so were. If it was only one, then we would have put was. Next, in the last sentence, the students has gone for a picnic. See, the students has gone for a picnic. Again, first find out the subject. The students, this is our subject. So students means it is more than one. When we have more than one, can we write has? No, we cannot. So mistake is here in the verb form. Instead of has, what shall we write? Have. Because have is used when we have more than one person. So here we have more than one. See, students. So let us just write the correct answer with the correct verb form. So our answer will be the students have gone for a picnic. The students have gone for a picnic, and full stop. Let me place it over here. So this is my answer. And what are the change that I have made? Instead of has, I have put have. So that is the change that I have made in the sentence. Only one change. The rest of the sentence as it is, as you can see on your screen. The students have gone for a picnic. This is my answer. Now, as you can see on your screen, we have already solved exercise number 2. Rewrite the sentences with the correct verbs. Also, we have solved exercise number 1. Which was the exercise? Fill in the blanks with the correct verb forms from the bracket. So let us just quickly revise in today's lecture. What have we covered? So in today's lecture, we have understood lesson number 3, subject verb agreement. What is the subject and what is the verb? So the subject is the doer of the action, the one who performs the action, and it can be also a pronoun. He, she, it, we, you, they, and many other pronouns. What is the verb? The verb can be is, am, are, was, were, have, has, had. So in this lesson, we have understood how to match the subject with the verb. If subject is given singular, we have to write verb in singular form. If subject is given plural, we have to write verb in the plural form. That is called subject-verb agreement, subject and verb matching. And what have we learnt? In this lesson, we have learnt that subject can be singular and the verb which are singular are of 3 types. Which are the 3 types of singular verbs that we have learnt? Has, was, is. These are the 3 singular verbs. Singular means one, not more than one. So in this sentence is he, Miss Paul, my pillow. All these 3 are singular. And with singular subject, we have used singular verb. Has, was and is. Then what have we seen further? We saw further that if subject is plural, then the verb will also be plural. Which are the 3 plural verbs? Have, were, are. So plural verb means more than one. When it is about more than one person, more than one thing, we use plural verbs. Like example, girls. So girls means it is more than one girl. We, so it is about more than one person. They, so they is also more than one. So when we have more than one subject, means it is plural subject, we have to use plural verb. Then we also saw that with pronoun I, we can only use two verbs. Which are the two verbs? Am, have. With I, we can only use am or have. Like, I am their friend too. I am going out for the party. I have completed my work. I have performed on stage many times. So, with pronoun I, we can only use am or we can use have. Nothing other than that. After that, we also studied exercise. In the first exercise, we had identified the correct verbs from the brackets. As given, we had selected the correct option. Then, in exercise number 2, we had rewritten the sentences. How? By identifying the wrong verb, incorrect verb and making it correct. In all the sentences, we identified the incorrect verb and then we corrected it. So, this is the end of the lesson. Lesson number 3. Subject, verb, agreement. Thank you all of you for watching my video, and please take care of yourself and your parents. Thank you all of you. Stay home, stay safe.